Yo guys, what is good? This is Games Techno, and today we are testing Apex Legends Season 10. Seer is the new champion, and we're testing the Season 10 on our boy GTX 750 Ti. Now, for a little bit of introduction of this video's layout, first we're gonna go through the video or graphic settings of the game, in which we're gonna cover what kind of graphic settings we are using, what kind of resolution we are using, and all of those video related and graphics related settings. And then we'll jump into the gameplay section, and we'll see for ourselves how the game freaking runs in Season 10. Now, in this section, we're only gonna see how the game runs, and we ain't gonna see the FPS numbers, the CPU, GPU usages, etc. Because I want you guys to give attention to the raw freaking gameplay and how it feels. I think that you should get an idea about how the game feels, if it stutters a lot or not. You should get the idea for real, not by some FPS numbers on the corner or the screen. So am I not going to show you the FPS numbers? No, I'm going to show you the FPS numbers in the last and the third section of the video. That will be the verdict, and in that section we'll talk about the frame rate and how my overall experience was with this game's Season 10, that is Apex Legends Season 10. Let's go. So here we are in the video settings of Apex Legends. First off, the display mode is set to full screen, of course. The aspect ratio is set to 16:9, though the resolution is a bit changed this time. I'm using 1366:768. There are two reasons for that. The first one being the resolutions and the FPS ain't gonna differ by much, because the resolutions don't differ by that many pixels. The frames probably are not going to differ by that much, so we're getting like increased visual quality, and we don't have to lose that many FPS. And also just like me, many of you guys are using low-end CPUs, and in many of the cases I've noticed that you are using even lower end CPUs than mine. So you're using like old i3s and all. So in those cases, whenever you increase the resolution, the GPU load, the graphic card load that is increased, and the CPU load kind of gets a little bit cut. So by increasing the resolution by a bit, we might be minimizing our bottleneck or removing the limitation that is caused by our CPU. Not removing necessarily, but decreasing. Okay, so then comes the brightness. We don't care about it. The field of view is set to 90. If you want to increase it, you can definitely, but it might come at the cost of a few frames per second. The FOV ability scaling is disabled in my case because I do not personally prefer it and I do not like it. So yeah, that's how it is. The sprint view shake is set to minimal. The VSync is turned off. The NVIDIA reflex is enabled plus boosted. I don't even know if the 750 Ti is supported from the official documentation. I don't think it is, but turning the setting on, it does not hurt performance. Well, at least I think so. So we are keeping it at enabled plus boost, so that we just might get some competitive advantage if there is any performance to be earned. We don't want to leave it at the table. Then the adaptive resolution FPS target is set to 0 because we're not using any adaptive resolutions. The anti-aliasing is set to TSAA. So I watched a recent video in which the guy just showed how each setting affects the frame rate. Now the TSAA was one of the settings that upgrades the visuals by quite a lot, but the effect on the FPS is negligible. Maybe in the future I might do some personal testing even, but for the sake of this video, we are sticking with TSAA anti-aliasing. The texture streaming budget, as I typically go with, is set to none. Okay, dropping down, the texture filtering is set to bilinear, the ambient occlusion quality is disabled, the sun shadow coverage is low, sun shadow detail low, sport shadow detail disabled. Basically everything is disabled or low, but just in case you want to see it all, volumetric lighting disabled, dynamic sport shadows disabled, model detail low, effects detail is set to low, the impact marks are set to disabled, and the ragdolls are set to low. So that was pretty much it for the video or graphics settings of this game. Okay, so here we are with our new champion Seer and a Mozambique in our freaking hands. What more do you need? Nothing. I don't need another gun. Okay, that's a lot of stocks right there. Trying to get a decent gun, bro. I mean, the Mozambique after the buff, from the point it's got like 6 bullets, is a very freaking decent weapon. Even the P2020, wow, you saw that whenever he ADSs, there's like a different thing going on because he can, whoa, you can see 3 of these like on the freaking screen right now, 3 or 4 enemies. Okay, trying to use my hemlock, failing miserably, never mind, moving on. Okay, so I've got the Havoc and I just used my ability, but there was nobody there. And at the point of recording this match, I was not very sure how the abilities are supposed to work. Okay, that's another Seer in front of us, and somebody else downed him. Okay, just lobbed in a grenade just to be sure, so that they don't push in. Gotta reload, gotta shield up as well, but okay. We got the caustic, but there are so many freaking people in here. Of course it is like fragment west or east, whatever that is, whichever this one is. So I almost got the Octane there with my hemlock, but he escaped. Okay, that was a stupid use of my ability right there. As I was saying, at the time of recording this match, I did not, whoa, I almost thought that was a like bamboozle of Mirage, but I didn't even notice that the player was fused, and they downed me. They actually freaking did. So yeah, at the point of recording this video, I'm saying this for the 3rd time, by the way. So at the time of recording this video, I did not know how to use Seer's abilities properly, so I mess up like quite a lot. I just did not know it, and I usually do not try the champions in the practice range first. I just straight up jump in the matches and try them for real, So just swapped my Havoc for a R99, though we did not have energy ammo and we do not have light ammo either. So better being stuck with 0 ammo with an R99 instead of a... Okay. Trying to shoot this Horizon in the distance, and I got like a few shots off. So yeah, better be stuck with 0 ammo R99 than be stuck with 0 ammo Havoc. Yeah, look at that. You can like, even when you've got your weapons holstered, you can use your passive by right clicking, and you can just scout for enemies basically. So as I was right clicking, I can see where the Horizon is, and I finally got her. There she is in front of us. So again, landed one shot there. Still trying to chase her. That poor little soul, man. Just leave her be. She was right in front of me, and I used my ability. I told you I'm a mess with it. Mess up with it basically. So I just decided there that I should let her go. She's had enough, and I did not want to chase her all the way through the freaking map, and she had a chance of killing me, so that would be embarrassing. If I chased her halfway through the map and then got killed by her, that'd be pretty freaking bad. So finally we got some ammo. Though we've only got 2 bullets spared, and now we're out of heavy ammo as well. Because of those, shots that I landed on the faraway horizon, which we could not capitalize on either way. Okay, I had no ammo, so no choice. So yeah, there's this new hope up as well, called as boosted loader. Yes, that's what it is called. So I had no choice, had to pick the charge rifle up. I don't not like to use this gun typically, because I actually hate this gun because people in ranked and the other day people were using snipers in arenas, and I absolutely hated it. Why would you use these freaking snipers and marksman weapons with their freaking scopes in arenas? I hated it, and now that ranked is here in the arenas mode, I think many people are gonna do that. So I absolutely hate when I get beamed from the other end of the freaking map with a sniper. So yeah, at this moment I saw this freaking way, and I was like, there used to be a what was it called? My brain is buffering right now. So whatever the treasure thingy was, I was like, this is a new freaking way, let's just freaking explore it. But I was kind of a dead end, and there was nobody here as I did my passive thingy there, and then my team got into trouble. They're gonna get into trouble.
I am excited. I'm not trying to hide it.
When he says that, it's so freaking funny, bro. The way he says it. You see, my team's in trouble. He says like, I am excited and I'm not trying to hide it. What? That sounds like the fakest freaking excitement. Okay, there's another player here. I've got this like instinct. Whenever I see the enemy, I shoot my ability on them. I don't know why. There's no reason, because you already know where they are. That is kind of the bloodhound habit, because I don't know. Is it only me? I don't know. I just freaking scan the enemies when I see them. I think I'm just stupid. So yeah, there she is, the Loba with the golden shield. Okay, she's got a friend, and I've got a charge rifle, but that don't matter. I again used the ability, though I managed to get a knockdown there. That was pretty sweet. I mean, she was basically in my freaking face, and I had a R freaking 99. So what you gonna do? Okay, so they're trying to res, and I tried to do my best there. Okay, landed a 54 damage shot with my we're down, never mind, we're down. And there's another squad behind us. So this is basically a 3 squad thingy right here. My squad was in trouble, and there was another squad which I was fighting. So 3 squads in total, and GG was. Well, match number 2 is upon us, and we are here with the Octane. Just got in Havoc, and I got the new freaking Rampage LMG. So we're gonna see how it works in this match. Okay, got an HCOG. Just swapped my freaking Havoc with a close range gun, because we already have a long range LMG. Just needed a close range gun. May it be a shotgun or a... Okay, there we go. Swapped it again with a freaking PK. May it be a SMG or a shotgun. Those are like the best close range guns in this game, or the close range guns in this game mostly. So yeah. Ready, set, go. I love all the voice lines of this guy, Octane, that is.
Peacekeeper here.
Okay, got another peacekeeper here. Don't know what he needed. I usually use the PK mostly. I prefer it over all the shotguns basically, but I do not see other people using it. They mostly go with EVAs nowadays, or Mastiffs even. Nobody wants to stick with the Mozambique. Though it is a good gun. Okay, okay, I'm about to do something. Boom. Now the goal was to, you know, get through without getting any damage, and I did it. It wasn't that hard, but you know, still I did it. So here's the new freaking LMG. If you got a, you know, nice look on it. So just use my jump pad. I'm Octane, by the way, and my teammates are that much ahead of me. You know, I think I'm a slow looter. Looter? Is that even a word? Looter, yes, that is a word, because you know there's a game genre called is looter shooters, so I suppose that is a word. Okay, so I wanted to get the level 2 mag, but my teammates were way ahead of me, so yeah, I said oops, never mind. And furthermore, they supported, no, they did not support an enemy, but they supported an enemy. So I just wanted to get in there with my freaking PK and Rampage LMG. You got my PK out, boys. Let's see what happens here. Let's witness my PK skills. Okay, there's another fight going on there. Quite a bit of fights, you know, in these new areas. It is one of the new areas added in the game, or you know, changed basically. So 75 on the Seer, and he's down. Okay, he is. Okay, that is a freaking rampage maker. Okay, just threw in my grenade and trying to use my LMG. I did quite a bit of damage there, but took a lot of damage as well. So that's not pretty good for us. Not looking very good. He shielded up, trying to res a mate. Are we successfully gonna res her though? I don't know. And we did. And we freaking did. Now I gotta get the medkit off. Now Watson's in trouble. Okay. They bailed out. Rampart bailed out. Okay, I just jumped into 2 freaking enemies. That was not good at all for our health right there. That was hazardous. Okay. Ouch! That hurt. That actually did hurt. And here we are, back from the skies. Skies? I don't know why they say skies. Maybe that is the right grammar though. Because, I mean, of course, that is the right grammar. Okay, that is a freaking red Spitfire right there. But the Bangalore took it, so that's pretty bad. I mean, at least that's what I was thinking at the moment. But I was just hoping that there's a gun there, you know, near the care package which the Bangalore dropped. So yeah, I got the G7, that was pretty good. Okay, so I thought that she freaking dropped the Spitfire, but then I was like, I'm just dreaming or something. And then she dropped it again and then picked it up again. I was like, what? And then she was like, I just sat there. And she threw a grenade at me. I was like, she's definitely pranking, but she wasn't. She actually freaking gave me the Spitfire. Insane, bro. Kudos to you, Bangalore. Because of course she knew that you know, I'm gonna be stuck with the G7 only, but they had the 301 as well. So they were like, okay, let this poor boy get the freaking Spitfire, the red Spitfire, mind you. But it did not take us very long to get another gun. So we've got another PK now, and we've got Spitfire. Wow, and we got a level 2 freaking port. So in this video we're also gonna see this Spitfire in action. We saw the Rampage in action, but not that much. It did land. I did land a few shots at a decent range, mid-range I'd say, and the gun was running pretty good. Rampage, that is. I'm talking about the Rampage LMG right now. And in a bit we're gonna see the Spitfire in action. And I'm gonna talk about it. I definitely am gonna talk about it. I've got a couple of things to say about it. So yeah.
Optics here. Close
This is a red gun now, gone into the care package, not floor loot. And even before going into the care package in season 9 as well, this gun was a freaking BEAST beast. You saw that bug there? that was like the double jump bug that happened to Octane, but I could not replicate it. I tried to jump again, but yeah, that's what it was. So the gun was a beast in season 9 even, and now they've like kind of buffed it, I suppose. And I mean, they definitely would have, because they've added it into the freaking care package. This gun is supposed to be very good, but we'll see in a moment how it, how I get to handle it and how my hands are with this freaking gun. And you're gonna enjoy it, I think, I suppose, at least. So yeah,
Just spotted someone out there.
always a scrap at this capital city, as you know, Rich would say. Rich would say, that's what I just said. Okay, it's not called capital city, of course, right now. It's called the fragment. Okay, you can feel the frame drop here. You saw that when I looked in the distance. It was like a long range freaking thing. I could feel the frames there. Frames drop, that is. So, okay. Let's just chuck in a grenades there, because they're trying to hide. Okay, I'm pushing in with my PK. Landed one shot, landed two shot, landed third one. And the final one. I got the missed no freaking shots. Forget about the Spitfire. Look at my peacekeeper skills. Oh man. When you land your freaking shots with the PK, it's satisfying AF. Okay, trying to get the heck out of this area. Okay, got a LMG out, because I'm very sure that they're gonna push. Okay, landed a shot with the PK and then landed a few with the Spitfire there. Okay, downed one. So that was pretty decent. Though, the freaking fire rate on this thing looks like it's been increased by quite a lot. Look at that. Look at that Spitfire aim. You saw that? Man, I missed like a quarter of the mag. No, I just hit like 1 or 2 bullets in there. And except those 2 or 3 bullets, all misses. This gun's got like 45 freaking bullets in it, and I only landed 2-3 shots. So I almost cracked the Seer and also did some body damage. So I was like, let's push him, but hurts, bro. But that is what it is. GG's. Okay, so here we are in the verdict section of the video, or the result section of the video. And we're gonna discuss the frame rate and how the overall experience was, how many stutters and stuff I experienced. So first off, with the stutters and frame drops and such issues, so there was nothing game breaking or anything, but in my like 1.5 hour of this session in which I played the game, recorded the game, benchmarked the game and everything basically. So I played the game for 1 hour and 30 minutes basically, and in that time I like experienced 2 or 3 stutters and or frame drops, sometimes 2 or 3 in total. The game is in an awesome freaking state. If you're playing with a GTX 750 Ti, you've got nothing to worry about. I mean, make sure to have dual channel RAM and a CPU capable enough of handling this card, that is. And then let's just talk a little about the game itself, and then we're gonna go through the frames per second. The new champion, Seer. I love him. I actually do. I don't like him, I love him. Looks like a pretty freaking cool champion, and I definitely think that all the other recon class legends are a bit behind or falling a bit behind. But who knows, whenever a new champion drops, there's almost always this kind of a struggle when people don't know how to counter them, how to handle them, how to use them. So things are a bit spicy at the start of the seasons, and things turn out to be pretty good. But if he turns out to be like OP or something, I'm sure he's gonna get like nerfed, and the developers are gonna quickly patch the freaking game. But I do not think that his kid is broken or anything, just that it is a very freaking fun. You can see like enemy health bars, you can reveal him and give even do damage with the reveals. awesome freaking stuff. His ultimate has got like quite a huge freaking area. I did not quite get to use it in my video, today's video that is. Then comes the Rampage LMG. I liked it. I did not get to use it a lot, but from the amount I've used it, I freaking like the freaking gun, you know. It's got, how many freakings were there in that sentence? It's got a high damage, you know, it's got high damage per bullet, though it's got a very slow fire rate to compensate. And I did not even get to use a thermite in it that increases the fire rate. The gun looks pretty promising and I like it. Yeah, okay. The last point, it's Spitfire in the care package. The fire rate was so insane, I could not handle that gun for the life of me. I swear the fire rate is buffed, and maybe they even have it in the freaking patch notes. But if they don't, I'm quite certain that they've buffed it. Or my, you know, control of the spray has gone insane or whatever. But the gun is pretty nasty. Now that it's in the care package, it's pretty freaking good. Now comes the most important of them all, the frame rates. We got the frame rates result. Okay, the average FPS we got in Season 10 Apex Legends with a boy GTX 750 Ti are 71. Yes, that is a pretty good average. I love it. And of course it is above 60. 71 is a pretty sweet score. We're on World's Edge right now, the new version, the destructed version kind of World's Edge, and the game is running pretty funky. The 1% low FPS are 45. Not quite at the 60 mark, but nowadays no game is with the 750 Ti. I mean, I love my 750 Ti and all, but it's not giving you 60 FPS. But what does that mean? Does that mean it's a bad card? No, it's a superhuman. It's not a human. It's a super freaking card. Like, still pumping out 45, 1% low FPS. Awesome freaking stuff in today's, you know, FPS freaking game. And then comes last but not the least, 0.1% lows, which give you an idea about the, you know, mini stutters, micro stutters, or, you know, those split second stutters. And the 1% low FPS are 32. Not bad, not freaking bad. I love it. The performance in this season and the overall performance in Apex Legends with this card is generally very freaking good, and I love the developers for that. You know, this card runs the game pretty freaking well, and I love it. And we even had, you know, the resolution bumped up a bit, and we had TSAA on, and you can of course drop some settings, drop the resolution, you know, drop the TSAA and turn the anti-aliasing off. You can drop down to 720p and gain a few more frames if you've got you know, CPU powerful enough, that is. So yeah, that's a wrap.